Sorry, I do apologize. Wanted to get that out, but you can also use that for bloopers. Okay.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the CastWorks podcast. Me and Melissa, we are back here today with the one and only GnormPlays.
Good hello.
Hello, Gnormathy.
Good hello.
Fellow ghoul member.
Yes, fellow ghoul. I don't even remember what ghoul stands for, but yes, fellow ghoul.
Ghost hunters, something laborers or something like that.
Like, I think it was like
Ghost hunting union laborers.
Yes, that was it. Yeah.
Yes.
Unionized laborers. Yeah. That's right.
It was Joy that remembered that brought up that name when we were streaming way back when.
Yeah, I know. It's been so
part of CraftWorks.
Yeah, it's been so long now.
Oh, right, fishing.
Yeah, we do that here.
Yeah. You can if you want.
Yeah.
If you want.
Fishy,
And you can keep whatever you catch.
He doesn't want to ruin that suit of his.
Oh yeah. It gets stinky. But
I dressed up.
It's very nice. It's
nice.
a very nice suit.
Very nice.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, Norm.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Norm. Hi, I'm Norm.
Fair.
There we go. Hi, I'm Norm. Otherwise known as GnormPlays. I am an ancient being of over at least 4 decades old in the Earth years. I'm old, but yes, I'm a. I don't know if I call myself a content creator. I just like to have fun. I have fun with video games and doing all sorts of silly, childish things because I'm a Toys R Us kid. I don't want to grow up, and I'm a millennial.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm. Also,
thanks, Mel.
Oh man, sorry.
Quasi walk already.
Mm-hmm.
Already.
Oh, for the sake of
Coming
keeping
soon.
the Quasi walk.
Quasi should.
For the sake of keeping Quasi walk, I'm just keeping it in now.
Oh, okay. I like how Norm introduce yourself. He says, "I'm old."
I'm old.
Well, hey, we want to try 2? Here we go. This is live, folks. We're not cutting. Why am I? There's no camera out here. Well, unless you're using flashback. Hi. All right, here we go. I'm old. I remember how much phone calls used to cost at a thing called a payphone. You put a quarter in and you could talk for 3 minutes. I remember when soda pop cost a quarter at the machines and they were canned. I remember Surge. You remember Surge soda?
I remember Surge.
Oh God, Surge. Oh, Surge was such a good. Oh, my back. Oh God. Oh, ouch. Oh, my cane. Hang on.
Grandpa.
Hang on.
Okay, Grandpa. Let's get back.
God.
Let's
Okay.
get back to the sea and catch your fish.
I think this is exactly how we expected this to go.
I think so too.
Look, I'll be honest. The ADHD is strong today. Okay.
We love to see it.
Oh man.
We love to see it.
I got a shell.
Okay, well, how would you say viewers would recognize your channel, Norm?
By looking at it.
This is gonna be a long night. For context, chat, we are recording this way later than normal too. It's like 10 o'clock right now.
For us.
I mean, like for real though, like how else are you gonna recognize me unless you know me from somewhere else? You're gonna have to watch the channel, at least hear the voice. So, because I've had many YouTube channels, I've also been on many different websites. I've also been on TV and radio within my lifetime. So it's like if you want to know, you got to watch the channel, and if it's my voice you hear and it's a voice you recognize, you've seen me somewhere before.
Mm-hmm.
What he's saying is he's a popular man.
He is a popular man.
I mean, Melissa knows.
Yes.
We know each other IRL through a mutual friend. And when I was in that industry, I used to get hit up by a lot of the companies that were popular back then, and I even helped them design some products, and my names were on some of them. But no one ever knew that. So, because, didn't go by the YouTube name.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, how, I know that your real name is not Norm. I know what your real name is. But how did you come up with Norm for your YouTube name? How did you come up with that?
My God, I love this question. Okay, because it changes. The answer changes every time. Hi, look, okay, my ADHD, I cannot even sit still in a dang video game, okay? So listen, here's how it works, okay? My name, I think that was yours. I'm sorry.
Fish, bro.
Sorry. There we go.
Thank you. Okay. Your name.
My name is Norm. Okay? But here's the thing with my name. It derives from 2 different things at the same time. The first one is a little well-known, really kind of crappy 90s or late 80s, early 90s movie called A Gnome Named Norm. And I forget what the whole premise was. I just remember watching it as a kid and just the title stuck with me. And because also it was a weird looking gnome that's like not a, like the, I guess you would probably call like the Dungeons and Dragons or the Tolkien style gnome. It was like really weird looking and more fey-like. And
Okay.
it would call itself a gnome named Gnorm.
Gnome named Gnorm.
A gnome named Gnorm. And that was actually the first iteration of GnormPlays was Norm the Gnome.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And that's because it was just like, okay, what do I name myself? Well, Norm the Gnome. Okay, there we go. And then I realized that would not do when you search for that on YouTube. It brings up a gnome named Norm, like 50 pages deep. I didn't know there was that many fandoms for that bad of a movie. But then again, there's people who like to watch Mac and Me all over again. So, there's that too. The E.T. ripoff.
Every time you
so
said
there's
the
that
word
portion.
gnome, the movie Coneheads came to my mind, and it's
Oh
the scene of him singing "Tainted Love" for me.
Sometimes I feel I've
Yeah,
got
that
to-
scene exactly,
Yep.
exactly that one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in a minute. Oh my gosh.
I haven't
Dan
either.
Aykroyd was the goat in that. Love
my
Chris Farley in it too. Got something. There we go. What did I get? I have like 3 bows now. It's great.
Nice,
Whoa. This one's actually pretty good. Power 3, punch 1, unbreaking 3, and mending.
nice.
Put that in my offhand and mend it back to full health. Anyway, the second portion comes from the TV show Cheers. I don't know. It's because of my age. I don't know if people who are watching are younger folk know about the show Cheers, but it was a show from the 80s to the 90s, and it was set in a bar. And I used to watch it as a kid because it was on, and we didn't have a lot of channels back then. I'm old, but there was a part in it. There was a character called Norm, and every time he would open the door and walk in and be like, "Hey, everybody!" They all go Norm, and
That's what
the
it feels
premise of
like
the
here.
song, right? Yeah, the premise of the song is, "Don't you want to go where everybody knows your name?" That was the whole thing about Cheers.
Yeah.
Just friendly bar. So it's like, yeah, I want that. I want to be able to go place and be like, "Hey, Norm, welcome in, Norm, yay!" So started off as Gnome Named Norm, and then it switched over to GnormPlays. And also because I don't have that great of what's it called, imagination. So I just stuck with Norm. I could have probably thought of something else like Lucky Lane or IYG Melissa, but
He
I
doesn't-
have no
so
imagination.
creative. So
Right?
He doesn't have
Captain
that great
Cadaver.
of an imagination, but have you seen his content? Have you seen his
Right.
streams? I'm gonna have to disagree.
No.
His
Stop it.
improv skills are impeccable.
I did do improv in high school. I took improv classes. So and also that's when like Whose Line Is It Anyway was like at the peak.
I
Heights
love
of
I
popularity.
loved Whose Line Is It?
Whose line
Oh,
is
yeah.
fantastic.
I watched it from the British show all the way.
Heck
That's
yeah.
when Ryan Stiles was over in the UK doing it too.
Mhm.
And Colin Mockery. It's basically just Whose Line has always been like Ryan Stiles and Colin Mockery through every iteration.
Pretty much, yeah. Let's go, Ryan Stiles.
And
Oh.
fun fact, Ryan Stiles lives in Washington State.
I knew that. I knew that. All right. Well, Norm,
Yes.
how did you come across Minecraft? What got you started playing Minecraft, and what hooked you?
Yeah, funny. Hook fishing. Got it.
Yeah.
Fun.
You like that? You like what I did
Yes. Yes. So, it was back in the Xbox 360 days. Okay, way back when.
there? Mhm.
There was this little game out that a lot of people love to play, called Call of Duty Black Ops.
Oh, I love me some Black
Okay.
Ops.
Right. So that was back when you could do the dolphin dive, and they still had the DVR in
Yeah.
the games. That was fun.
Yeah.
This is like back in Vanoss popularity days on YouTube for that
Mhm.
stuff, right? So what got me was I was a huge avid Call of Duty player, and I got I was like running with what were they called, clans back then? I don't like to call
Yep.
them. I think they're called teams or groups now.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I was running with those, and we were doing like a lot of hardcore capture the flag and all that kind of stuff. And every once in a while, you would just have like a bad game, or you would have a bad day, right? And
Mhm.
in certain younger, I mean, like, God, how long ago did that game come out?
It,
I
it's
must have
been
been
a
in my
while
20s.
now.
Yeah,
I'm
probably
actually-
in my
I'm-
mid 20s.
I'm googling it because I'm curious now.
But look, I'm 41, all right? I'm not afraid to say it. I made like 2 videos saying I'm old and what my age is, so whatever, I'm 41. But whenever that game
2010.
came out, oh
2010.
my God! Okay.
I was still in high
Okay.
school. Oh god.
God, that was 16 years ago.
I was 10.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Get back here.
Okay. But yeah, so Call of Duty, I used to watch like a whole bunch of like, gaming videos back on YouTube. That was like YouTube's heyday for gaming. And I was just watching Vanoss and whatnot and laughing along. And then all of a sudden came this like recommended video of Minecraft. I'm like, well, what the heck is this? This looks dumb. Because it was literally just blocks and there's no guns, no nothing, no running around, no making fun of people's moms, that kind of thing. Nothing like Call of Duty, right? It was nice. It was calm. It was people were just talking like this and going, okay, now I'm going to place down a block over here. And then over here, we're going to make this nice. It was like Bob Ross back then,
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, whatever. And then like the older version, like it came out on Xbox 360, but it was the janky version. It was not Bedrock. It was pre-Bedrock.
Yeah. Like it was the Xbox 360 edition.
Exactly. Yeah. And it was like X amount of versions behind. So like when people were able to place upside down stairs, you didn't even have that.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't do much on it. Right. So you would die if you jumped down into a block of water.
Yeah.
That's how old it was. But what happened was for some reason I started just watching and being like, okay. And then when I would rage, I would quit and be like, okay, well now, I still like to play some games. But so I downloaded the demo, and the demo would only let you play for like 10 or 15 minutes.
I remember it. It was like 10, 15 minutes. And it was in it was like in the tutorial world.
Yep. Yeah, the tutorial world. And you had the music.
Yep.
The original OG music.
Yep. I remember it. I remember it like it was yesterday. I loved that world so much.
Me too. And so I started playing it more and more. And finally, I bit the bullet. I bought the game because I was like, this is calming. I'm enjoying this more and more. I like the aspect of having the challenge of like building and doing whatever you want. I even joined other Xbox 360 servers at the time. And that was like when you had like maybe 164 blocks or something like that. The whole Xbox world would be like the size of this donut.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit further out.
Yeah, it was like 64 chunks.
Mm-hmm. It's tiny.
Very tiny, yeah.
But yeah, so that's what got me into it. What got me to stay was just doing that and watching. Oh God, who was it? The very first person I started watching, honestly, was B-Dubs, B000100.
As it is with a lot of people, yeah.
Right.
Him,
I watched
or
a couple
Etho.
of his videos. Actually, no, I never watched Etho.
I to this day still have not watched much of Etho.
I've seen Etho now. I've watched him. Just I was never. I never got into watching Etho because he was never suggested to me. What was suggested to me was, I think, just the algorithm's like, you're gonna like generic B. I'm like,
yeah,
I like this guy, and I watched him before he created Hermitcraft and then joined Mindcrack and then that whole drama with Mindcrack thing. But from that, I started watching people on Mindcrack, and that's how I got into watching B-Dubs and Doc, like a lot of the old Mindcrack folk that are now on Hermitcraft, including Etho, even Pause on Pause, I think I used to watch. But yeah, I was I'm that old of Minecraft. So
I was gonna say I haven't heard Pause Unpause in a minute.
yeah.
Well, blame the controller, BTC.
Crazy.
Right. Crazy flashback.
Crazy flashbacks.
So crazy.
Crazy nostalgia.
Okay, well,
yes.
So how did you find your editing and your build style over time?
I don't have a build style. Just gotta say that now. My build style is put a block down and like it for like a couple minutes and then hate it and tear everything down and just not make a video. That's honestly
That's so real.
Honestly, like I started YouTube not to do anything. I wanted to go to college and learn a profession, right? I wanted to go back to college. I wanted to learn how to do something that was useful. And I chose video editing. Well, I didn't have the money to go to college. So I said, okay, I'm going to teach myself how to edit videos. How am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to download a free program, which is still free to this day. And it's actually a pretty good program. I forget the name of it. I can Google it really quick, but it has a red shark as the logo for video editing. And it's a little bit of a steep curve, but it's still a nice, it was way before DaVinci came out.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't know.
I have no clue.
I'm going to have to Google it because it's
Windows
cool.
Movie Maker and OBS. That's about
Yeah, I never used Windows Movie Maker.
Okay, Filmora and then DaVinci. This was the route that I took. I'm still trying to talk Melissa into getting DaVinci.
Listen, I'm gonna make the switch. I don't want to.
Lightworks.
I'm not
That's what it's called. Lightworks.
See, I think I've heard of it.
Heard of that.
I think I've heard of it, but I
Lightworks.
don't think I've never used it.
See, I like Lightworks. There are certain things that are easy to use with Lightworks that were DaVinci doesn't have yet. Because I come from a radio background, when I edit, and this kind of goes to the answer of your question, I don't edit with video. I edit with sound, right? But when I say I edit with sound, I don't watch the video. I watch the sound waves because I was in college radio for 10 years and I was doing a lot of audio work at that time. You know, I was actually getting paid. I was doing the voice. I was a voice of a Spain radio station called Mohacker FM for about a year and a half. And so I'd record voices over for them and be like, you're listening to Mohacker FM, Spain's #1 English speaking station, that kind of stuff. So
Wild.
it's just, right? Yeah, my voice has been in Spain on
Nice.
the radio. And it's also been in Montana.
Norm has a voice for radio.
He absolutely
Had a
does.
face for one too.
No, stop that, you. Stop that.
Yeah. I've also been on Newgrounds. So if you want to talk about like editing and whatnot, like, do you remember newgrounds.com at all?
I do not.
Yup.
Yes. Okay.
Yup.
See, Lane, I'm sorry that you don't remember. You got to check it out. Newgrounds was way before YouTube was even a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Newgrounds was Flash editing before any other type of stuff. So like for the longest time on the internet, if you watched a cartoon, it was made with the Flash program.
Yeah,
Yep.
like I
And
know
so
the Flash
Newgrounds-
programs.
Okay, yeah. So Newgrounds was a place for people to make Flash games and Flash videos. And it was kind of one of those places where it was like the young adult. So it was like the young adults, like, you know, F you type of thing. Like, you know, I don't like authority. So we're going to allow whatever. There's violence, there's whatever.
Oh,
and
It
so
is lawless.
yes. I'll say a name, a YouTube channel that you might recognize, Lane. The Game Grumps.
Mm-hmm. That's where Aaron
Familiar?
Hansen got
Yeah.
his start.
So Aaron from the Game Grumps actually got his start on newgrounds.com making Flash movies.
Mm-hmm.
He was known as Ego Raptor.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on Newgrounds back then doing voice acting, getting my chops in, just getting any kind of free reels that I could back then. I have no build style. I don't know what to build. No, most of the time it's just like, Like if you take a look, Izzy's junk drawer videos, that's me. I can never build the same thing twice. Or if I learn how to build, I will build that thing again and again and again until the day I die. That's why I have
Fair.
two types of cabins that I can build. The nice one, the very first one that you saw me build this season, that style, and then the A-frame that I built in my modded series.
Mm.
And
I
as
love me
far
a good
as
A-frame one.
right,
though.
yeah. As far as video editing goes, my style is just evolving over the years, so it's changed. And it
Mhm.
kind of depends upon what video I'm editing. If I'm doing a gaming video, it's completely different than if I'm doing a video with face. And you've seen my other channels.
Yes,
So
I have.
you at least know. Yeah. You
Mhm.
know
Yeah.
that my
It's a-
editing style is
it's a-
completely different.
It's a
Yeah.
different beast. It is. Yeah.
So long story short, yes.
Thank you.
We're going.
Thank
We're
you.
we're going to a joy. We're going to a joy answer. Yes.
Yes. That's just the answer for the rest of the podcast. The
Yes.
next 39 minutes of recording is just yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, Norm, so we're talking about your building and stuff like that. Is there a particular build that would be you would consider your favorite or like represents you the most or anything like that? Is there a build that comes to mind?
Oh God, I would have to go through my old videos. Here's the thing. With me, I have a goal and then I get so sidetracked, I forget what the original goal is and I do something else.
Fair.
Like
So
we've witnessed
from-
that a lot.
Right? Yes, exactly. So like I think some things maybe not be like a favorite build, but like favorite discoveries of how to do a build. Right?
Okay.
Like I'm just like
Mhm.
if I'm doing a live stream, all of a sudden it's like, oh, this works. Okay, let's do that. I remember that.
Okay.
That's something that I like to do. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Is there any over here? Is there any gray carpet? Yes. Keep talking. This is the part where Norm goes.
This is your podcast.
Norm is going to give you. Yeah, Norm is going to give you like an actual. Do we have any bone meal? Hello, fishies.
What are we
I need
doing?
one moss carpet.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I need one.
1 second. Let me
one specifically gray moss carpet or the white moss.
gray
carpet.
moss carpet.
Yes. Yes, and I will show
and
you
bone
why.
meal.
Yep. Gray moss carpet
Okay.
and bone meal.
Okay, for those of you listening to the podcast right now, turn your attention to the screens.
Yes.
Because otherwise you're gonna miss what Norm is doing, I guess.
I'm keeping my day job. I cannot beatbox.
You just say boots
Well,
and cats over and over again.
Boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and cats.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so how do you say boots and cats in German, though?
I don't know. I don't speak German.
I don't know German,
Because
bruh.
right, das Boot is not boots. It's the boat. I know that much.
Boots.
Das Boot. Das Boot is German for the boat. Also, a really good movie where Sean Connery stars as a Russian trader, and he speaks with a Scottish accent, saying that I am Russian because it's Sean Connery. It's the '80s, and you just go to watch for the movie, and you don't really care about that stuff. Nowadays, people are like, oh, he doesn't. He sounds more Ukrainian than Russian, or he sounds more Irish than Scottish. And people nitpick that stuff. Like, whatever happened to going to the movies and enjoying it just for the plot and not about the bad accents, huh? Huh? Anybody remember that? No? Okay. Yes, thank you. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So, shoot. Got one thing.
He didn't think this through.
No, this is what
happening?
you want to talk about Norm's building style.
Okay.
Here we go. Gotta chop down a tree. Hope you don't mind.
No, as long as it's not Chimpkin Tree.
Yeah.
Which one is a chimkin tree?
The tree's on
Anything
that
on
island.
Chipkin Island.
Oh, so not this one here?
No,
Oh, well, okay.
Not this one?
no, not
Okay.
that one.
Not that one? Okay.
He's
No.
just gonna leave it floating now.
I'll just
There-
put it
there
back.
we go.
There we go. Okay, yeah. No, actually, you know what? I like the idea of floating. Let's go with that. Okay. Yes, okay. So 2 floaters. Right. Poop joke. But okay.
What even
so
is
actually,
this
I
episode right now?
What's happening?
need more logs. No, wait, hey, here we go. I got this. Okay. Got my inventory is already all full. Hang on. Take that, chickens.
This is turning out like the Ted episode.
Bark.
We're only half an hour in.
Bark. Okay. All right. Now I got some good. All right. Just remind me to pick this stuff up. Okay. All righty. So now let's just pretend this is like, when you're actually doing a dock, right?
Mhm.
So I actually did this in one of my videos. This is actually a nice little thing that I've enjoyed doing is one, I don't have the stuff for it, but there we go. Let's say you're using a log, right? You're making a good old fashioned log style dock. Okay. This is your little thing that it stands upon, right? You got your planks and everything over here. Then you got the regular log over here to hold it up, right? Well, I hope this doesn't change, but with gray carpet comes gray responsibility. Okay. So we know that if you put with the update there, if you can put it up against the wall, right, it'll like have the tendrils trailing up. You can still do that on water.
Huh.
Right.
Wait, what?
That's kind of sick, actually.
Right.
So wait, hold on.
Mhm.
So you do you place it on the water or do you place it on the log?
On the log. And see, I don't like that, so I'm going to go like that because I want the tall. There we go. There's the tall one. See, and now you have it to where it looks like it's just a little bit of algae climbing up. And
That's
then you can
sick.
also use like or glow lichen as well. It does really good for looking like algae crawling up docks. So for me,
Yeah.
it's not so much building, it's more like discovering like, hey, this looks kind of good for like a little bit of a decoration, you know?
Mhm. I actually have
and
glow lichen
then-
on the bridge over there.
Exactly. I think I'm the one that told you to do that, by the way. I
Is
could
that
be
what
wrong, 'cause
is that what it is? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I also told you to do the copper grates. But
Yes, the copper
then-
was a fantastic change.
Thank you. Then you can also take this and, well, okay, hang on. There we go. Boom. Like that, right? Looks cool.
Okay.
But then you put your chain. You can hook your chain up to it. It'll have a little bit of a gap, but from far away, it doesn't really matter. Then you have a horizontal chain going out to another tripwire. I really wish they would make it to where the chains would connect to a tripwire. Otherwise, that, or if it's closer, you could just call it a bottle opener because you're fishing,
Yeah, bottles of water.
or root
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah, or root beer. Yeah. Okay, sick.
Okay.
But
Nice.
yeah, that's me. I have like little weird ideas. Like, does this work? Will this work? And then I kind of go from there. See, now it's
Gotcha.
staying.
So you would say that you don't have like a favorite build, but like you have like favorite techniques
Yeah, I have favorite ideas. Like for example, like people like to use a water cauldron with water or a cauldron filled with water as a sink, right?
Yeah.
I don't. Instead, I'll use a hopper and trapdoors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that is because you can have a hopper go into the wall and all of a sudden you have your U-bend of the sink. Then you just put trapdoors in front of it and it's a more realistic looking sink. Because what do you do with the sink? You have a door in front of it. You open it up, you can store stuff.
That's true.
Right.
So that's my like little attention. The other times I'm just like, hey, I made this little cabin. It looks nice. Let's go in it. So there's that too.
Okay.
Like big ideas and whatnot. I'm like, okay, I want to do this. I can do this. Maybe I can do this. And then I'm just like, nope.
Oh, Norm,
Sorry.
you can do anything if you put your head to it.
Yeah, no. The cops have told me I'm wrong on that, but that's for another time. Here we go.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, thank you
Mhm.
so much.
It's your mouse back.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I guess I could use this. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay,
All right,
next
next
question,
question.
Lane.
We're only like 3 questions in, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, okay.
I told you it was going to be a 3-parter.
So
Should
seeing
we get
Oh.
into the SMP?
that's where I was just about to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So-
a month of Norm videos.
Yeah, we're stopping at 2 episodes because we got to get through the rest of the crafters.
Subscribe to my channel for more. No, go ahead.
Exactly.
Sorry.
But yeah, seeing as how we're already halfway through episode 1, I want to get into the SMP questions that we typically ask.
Yes.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember you saying that you used to be in an SMP back in the day.
Yes, I was.
So you have a little bit of SMP experience, which will be interesting for us to talk about because you'll be the only person we've spoken to so far in these interviews that had prior SMP experience to joining us. What surprised you about joining us, and what might be different about working with us prior to your previous SMP experiences?
That's a great question. So the previous experience, what? She's looking at me, shaking her head.
No,
Why did I-
nothing.
why did I
Nothing at
fall?
all. Go for it.
So yeah, my other SMP experiences, the SMPs that have been back past, they were, and this is gonna sound wrong out of context, but they were adults only SMPs.
Yeah.
Basically, you had to be an adult to join because they didn't want like the preconceived notion of children being loud and running around and griefing and all that kind of stuff.
Fair.
You had to fill out a application. Got put on a test server. You were on teams, and if you did all like all this kind of stuff, you passed. So actually, I think there's old videos of me being on that server. And I found that server by watching a gentleman by the name of Adults Only Minecraft live streaming off that server, and so I got in friendly with them and joined. And actually, the same thing kind of happened parallel with this, with like a lot of people who are watching now and in the past, with the all of a sudden explosion of fame of a certain cardboard box.
Yeah.
And it's not the box that held Snake Plissken. No, this is the no, I am super old. Nobody gets that Metal Gear Solid joke. Norm, stop it. Okay. Retro joke. But because Snake Plissken would walk around inside a cardboard box to avoid enemies.
Yeah, I know what you were talking about.
Yeah, Lane's just standing there or sitting there with like with a look on his face.
He always looks like that.
So anyway, I
What's that supposed to mean?
like, let's just say big forehead. But
Wow.
hang on, I gotta do this. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got a 5 head, literally a 5 head. Count the pixels from above his eyes. You got the brow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We invite him to the podcast, and this is how we're treated. Well, this is how I'm treated.
Look, this is the very first time I ever made a forehead
conversation
comment.
one time about how many pixels are actually on your forehead.
Yes, it has been a popular topic of discussion.
But yeah, so I found this SMP and the lovely server group through watching Izzy on her server. Oh gosh, what was it? Cup of Tea, her very first video. And I was actually just like, I had just lost a job and I was kind of depressed. I'm watching it. And she makes a joke of being stuck between a tough place because she was caving.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I just burst out laughing. I'm like, all right, I'm subscribing. then I started watching everybody else SMP. I joined the server and just been kind of like that from there. And I forget how us three. No, yeah, I know how, because we were talking, and then I sent you a video because you asked me to send you a video about the other channel that I was doing, and then you're like, "How do you know this person?" I'm like, "You know this person
Yes.
too," and that's honestly.
Yes.
So there might be a little bit of nepotism, not much, because I feel like I've proven myself a lot more. But it is nice to have somebody who actually knows you in real life go, "Yeah, I know him. He's cool." So
I've bought things from him.
yeah, I used to have a store that Melissa would shop in. That's all I'm saying. It's family friendly.
Things.
Yes, we bought things. I sold
I was
things.
a purchaser.
Yes,
of norms.
And then we started really playing together and getting together and playing a lot of Phasma. And that's how Google Game came around.
Yep.
And doing some repo, which we got to do a repo again.
We do
sooner or later.
Listen, the updates have been wild.
Yeah.
Right.
Wild.
And then Lane made the mistake of, and still thank you for this, Lane, gifting me Fallout 76 for Christmas.
Yep.
I have put in so many hours into that game.
It's been a lot of fun, though.
So many atoms.
It's been a ton of fun, though.
It has been. Oh, yeah. I'm like a level 156 now or something.
Oh, nice.
And I can do about 1,000 damage per shot with just a pistol.
Nice.
I'm doing good.
Heck yeah. Well, okay. So you found this SMP. You found CraftWorks through
Yes.
Izzy, and you joined the fan Discord. What made you want to join? Like, is it just like because you knew people on here, or like what was the mindset going into applying?
So at first, before the explosion of popularity, it was a much smaller server, right? It was much smaller Discord. There was a lot of talking going on. And when I had my shop and everything, I had the time to actually stay on the Discord all day while helping people because, shop owner benefits, et cetera, et cetera. What made me join and really want to do it was just like the family friendliness. Of course, I love family friendly. I do as other as I can be because, there's times when you can be an adult, just have fun with your peers. I like the fact that Minecraft has always to me had this like enjoyment of all ages. And I like the fact that it's just, I don't know, there's a feeling to this server. There's a feeling to the people. And I joined because I enjoyed speaking and talking to everybody. I got to interact with people in certain different ways. Like I know that for Izzy, she reached out to me and I voiced a little short for hers after she did something with the bakery, I think it was. And then, I've been playing with you guys for what feels like forever. I think 2 years, actually. It's been 2 years.
It feels like forever now, yeah.
2024, it's been 2 years.
Whack.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Whack.
And then just hanging out on the server and typing and having a lot of fun. So, and being one of the few people to be invited to watch Minecraft live, even though I was not a member. That was fun, too. Get to talk to everybody, that. So, yeah, it's been a whole bunch of fun. And I think that's what it is. It's like friendship, camaraderie, fun, family, and it's not just like, it's not fake. That's the most important thing. It's not a fake feeling. I'm not coming in here to be like, hey guys, let me join your SMP here. I promise to be nice, I'm a politician dressed in a suit. Look at me. No, I don't do that. Vote for Norm. King head of the server. Oh, dang it.
That is Acapado.
Yeah, fun fact, Norm was actually the first invite sent for season 3.
I didn't even have to apply, to be honest. Sorry, guys.
He didn't, but we tested the applications on him.
Yeah, but I still actually filled one out, though, too. Like, I wanted to be like, I was...
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad for that, though, to be honest. Like, I've always had that like little bit of guilt. Like, I didn't have to apply. Reached out.
I don't remember. Wait, did we really just be like, did we really invite him? I don't remember.
Well, like we had all pretty much agreed to, but that was around the time that we were still figuring out the application process too. So he was in that gray area when we were getting ready to do applications, but they weren't completely finished. But we knew that we wanted him.
I was the beta tester.
Yeah, exactly.
And I will be honest, like, so I've played with you guys, right? We did the other thing when we did that one off with a lot of people at it started off supposed to be one way, and then I just came in and kind of messed it up because I still had admin power on your server. But remember that was fun times.
What was that?
We were doing the whole like jumping from the top and like different, like, I think I dressed up as Donald Trump. And
it was just some random server thing that I set up for like a stream thing.
Oh,
Just for us to
yeah.
hang out
Oh,
with,
I
yeah.
remember. That's when we learned about your and Wen's impressions.
Yeah.
Yes, that was fun. That was fun.
Oh my lord, my cheeks were so red that night.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was a
That
lot of
was-
fun, yeah.
I feel like that was the start of like Ghoul because
It kind
was
of was.
it was like us four, like us three plus Wen,
Yeah.
like at the end of it
Mhm.
all, and we just hung out for God knows how long.
It felt like ages, yeah.
God, I remember the first time we played Phasmo all together, and I had the little soundboard, and was like, it was Wynn's first time, and now all of a sudden he surpassed all of us in knowledge for the longest time. He was the first one to get all the rewards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So proud of him. I miss him.
Mhm. Yeah.
May he rest in peace if he's sleeping. He's alive. I hope he rests in peace.
Anyway, so what surprised you the most about joining us?
The fact that I didn't get 100,000 subscribers right away for being associate. No, I'm kidding.
I wish we were all at that point, Norm.
Look,
Believe
I
you
paid in
me.
for it. Where's my views? Okay. No. I don't know if anything particularly surprised. Oh, actually, there was one thing I was looking forward to, and through no fault of his own, I was really looking forward to playing with Cap as well, because
Ted
Cap
said
was
the
not
same thing. Just last
Well, I-
episode, just said the same thing.
Yeah, Cap was one of those people who's like, he's not on a lot, kind of like myself. But when he's on, he is a blast, and I firmly believe that Cap deserves way more subscribers than what he has. He has
100%.
Oh,
There's a lot-
absolutely,
Absolutely.
100%. I completely agree.
And that's another reason why it's like the surprising amount of love. The way it's such a welcoming place, right? It's not like, hey, you have to do this. There's these things to be met. That's what kind of surprised me. Like most SMPs, they have like a little hidden agenda as far as like quote unquote getting famous or YouTube famous. Like, look, I don't care about being YouTube famous. Honestly, I don't. Yes, I do. But
Well, the goal
I
is
just
to
want-
turn this
look, I
into a
want a
thing,
cut of that
right?
sweet Markiplier money. Okay.
Well,
That's
see,
all I want.
well, see, the goal is
For
to turn
real.
this into a thing, right? But we also understand the importance of being ourselves in the process. And in order to enjoy what we're doing, we have to be ourselves. And so there's no reason
always
for
comes
us.
first.
Yeah, always comes first. We never want to force like an upload quota on people, or you have to upload this many times in 1 month. You have to participate in this many server events or anything. And like it's individual schedules, hang out when you can. We love everybody here, and that's all that matters.
Exactly.
And it's been like that since the very beginning.
Mhm.
I mean, I would love to be able to afford beef jerky on a regular basis, but I mean,
God,
this is just
me
as good.
too. Got $20 for a small bag of beef jerky. Get out of here.
Also, on the topics of SMB questions, one of the regular ones that I typically ask, which might actually be different for you because you've also had the previous experience with SMPs, is what was it like for you coming into this SMP with it being quote unquote already established?
I had to remind myself that this was not the same SMP that I had joined. And that I was also coming back to YouTube as a Minecrafter again. So I was basically coming back new, and I still feel brand new. Yeah, I don't know if that answers the question or not. But I had a thought, and then all of a sudden I cast out my line, my ADHD went, ooh, bobbler. What was the question
Ooh, piece
again?
of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Well, the question was, what was it like coming into the SMP that was already quote unquote established?
Okay, yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It's always fun to interact with people who have been there a while. And sometimes you do get a nice crossover of people who watch you from other channels. And that's one thing I haven't done much of, is just like interacting with other creators, unfortunately. I had a lot of plans and then just kind of got derailed with some things. But
Yeah,
I'm
well,
still
you know,
here.
life
I'm
happens.
still here.
Same. Same.
Yeah. You don't say. Oh god. Being an adult is great, isn't it?
Oh
It's
man,
so good. It's so awesome and so fun and
so funky,
I
so
told,
fresh.
I told my son today, I was like, don't grow up. Because we did our taxes today and it was a mess. And I just looked at him. I was like, can you stay 3 forever, please?
Right. I
Just
don't
don't
want to grow
grow
up. I'm
up.
a Toys R Us kid. Sorry, that's how I'm staying.
Whack.
It's otherwise that I just say I have ADHD. One of the two. I'm a Toys R Us kid at heart, or I got ADHD. Probably both, actually. I don't want to grow up. I got ADHD. There's so many things there. Oh, fish.
It reminds me of the dog from Up.
From Up. Squirrel.
Squirrel.
I love you.
I love you.
But we actually did get to play with Cap though when he did jump on for Phasma one, so I still got to.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
fantastic. We got to play with Cap and Mrs. Cap.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I missed out on that day, unfortunately.
Oh.
But
Yeah, it was super cool.
I did get to play with Cap.
Yeah, that was fun. Well, I know there's been a lot going on this season for you.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. Well, same. But I know
you just gotta laugh at one point, just be like,
and then it turns into tears.
I don't wanna.
Yep.
But yeah.
Relatable. But I know one of your points you did have some pretty rough burnout.
Yeah, I'm still
Is
kind of dealing with that a little bit.
How do you go about dealing with it? What is your go-to method of resetting?
Play other games.
Yeah.
That is my very first thing. Like, look, I love Minecraft, right? I went through a method where I was, because I went so hard on the SMPs the first time, I got burnt out within a month or two, and I didn't create for a long time. I played, I just didn't create. The other thing is, when you become a YouTube creator, I can't sit still again. When you become a YouTube creator, right? Or I don't even call myself a creator. I make videos. That's what I do. I just make videos when I want to, how I want to. If I want to say bleep, blop, blorp, humma, zing zong, and have that be in the video, I'm gonna freaking say it.
Well, it's gonna be in this one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
If I want to make a fart joke and just look at you and go, hey, then I'll do it. But yeah, it's one of those. What was the question again? See, ADHD. I swear to God.
Burnout. How you deal with it?
Burnout. Yes, burnout.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. With burnout, I tend to give my all as much as I can, right? And then I have ideas, and then sometimes ideas don't happen, and sometimes burnout happens also just because there's other things happening in life that causes a lot of stress, and so you set things to the side because you all of a sudden have no time to really put into it for the time that you want. Like I had this whole ARC series planned out. I had everything going with I mean, like I had the whole rent thing with Lane planned out in my head, and I was letting Lane know a little bit at a time, just where he'd be like surprised most of the time, because I love that kind of stuff. I don't like scripted stuff. I don't like that at all.
Yeah,
I'm not that kind of person, right? I would rather have just the scripted. Oh, you are Lane! Scripted stuff to where people just like just like, hey, what happened there? That's a genuine reaction. So there's that, and then something happened. I was just like, okay, I had to step back, and then more things happened again. So my whole island arc kind of stopped, which sucked. And then I have like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do Skyblock, and then something else happened. I'm like, dang it. Okay, so what do I do? Minecraft is like so here's the thing. Minecraft for me has always been my calm, my zen, right? And that's why sometimes I'll just hop on, I'll play. But sometimes I play single player. I don't do SMP. Right? It's just because I don't feel the pressure to create. And that's something we all have to remind ourselves is you create when you want to. You don't set a schedule. It's just this. I'm going against the grain about what everybody says here. Okay. Everybody here who's watching this right now, don't set a schedule. Do not set a schedule of how many times you're going to record a week or how many times you're going to edit a week. Don't do that. You're going to burn yourself out. Instead, just say, hey, I want to make one video a month. And it's not going to be a certain amount of time. Because my videos, how I actually got more popular on YouTube was making long plays. My videos were like 2 to 3 hours long. That's what got the most views. That's what got the most subscribers, were long plays.
Yeah.
And it was me just walking around, rambling like I am now, or sometimes not even saying anything, just letting music do its stuff. Don't do what other people do until you have the time to actually dedicate to it. And even then, just do what you want, when you want, and how you want.
It's important to not force it,
Exactly. And also, I've just been enjoying streaming a lot more. Streaming is easier because you're not having to record, you're not having to cut things together. You don't have to go,
There's-
okay, this is good. You're not toiling away
there's-
for hours on a thumbnail.
There's
So-
really no like post-production, spending hours in the editing room.
Yeah.
Right? You're
You
not
know.
spending hours also like in the SMP going like, all right, or like even people who are watching, they're like, okay, I like the dynamic of these two people. They ship them, right? Like, all right, will these two people ever get together? Oh my God. You know, it's like what it's just like that. You know, it's like, for example, like Mel, Lane, I bet you people have shipped you already. Just because you're like I'm pretty sure
I
they shipped
bet.
Izzy and Lane
I could
last
see it.
season too, but now they're shipping you two, right? And
Uh-huh.
it makes sense because you both have black hair. And
Okay. Mine's false, but okay, yeah.
I didn't know you stole from False Symmetry. Oh, cool.
Oh no. Mine's fake hair. I have fake hair.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But you don't have a 5 head, so that's good. 'Cause, I mean, if you were to
Wow.
have a, I mean,
My mom actually told me that I had a 5 head when I was little, and that's why I had Lady Gaga bangs, like early Lady Gaga bangs, all through my childhood.
this belongs to you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Oh yeah, I forget. There's this thing I can. Oh my God. Okay. Yep. Empty out the inventory. Empty out the end. You're gonna look, be like, how did he get coal ore in there? I did not.
He fished up coal.
I done gone fished it
Crazy
up there.
work.
Very quite. The amount of work that's so crazy. Okay, but yeah, that's how I deal with burnout. Is I play other games. I've been playing other games because
Mhm.
it's easier to do. I play Fallout because I've always been a huge fan of Fallout.
Yeah, me too.
Mhm.
Love it.
Huge fan.
I've
I
been
play
trying
other
to
games
talk-
also.
I've been trying to talk Melissa into trying out the older Fallout games.
Mm-hmm.
Fallout's
I
the 3 in
heard
New
that-
Vegas.
I heard New Vegas is like 99 cents right now.
Is it? I wouldn't know.
I
I've got.
heard that.
I mean, I was just playing it yesterday, but
I'll pull
like
up my Steam and take a look.
I just opened my Steam too. Not that it's gonna matter. I mean, I've already got it, but
Right? I don't have it yet. I might pick it up for 99 cents. That's actually Crumpet's favorite version of Fallout to watch play is Fallout New Vegas.
I played a little bit of
oh
New
yeah,
Vegas.
Fallout New Vegas is 99 cents right now,
Okay, I'm buying it. I can do $1.
and Fallout 3 is 250 right now. Game of the Year edition
got-
is 7.
I got Fallout 3. I'm just buying the regular, like non-game of the year. That's how they get you. Okay. Okay.
I mean,
That's-
I
okay.
love
I don't know.
the.
$5.99 for the New Vegas Ultimate though.
Honestly, that one's more worth it. I mean, all the DLCs. I just finished Honest Hearts yesterday,
Okay. Okay. View my cart. Jesus.
and here we
Make a break up.
chat
Welcome
is
to
real.
the podcast where we're buying Steam sale games.
Yeah.
Look, $4.99 for all the New Vegas stuff. I've heard New Vegas is supposed to be like the best Fallout game ever.
It is.
A lot of people are like that.
It's absolutely one of the
I
best.
love
I
4.
recommend you add mods to it though, like quality of life mods to make it run smoother. Because on these newer systems like this, anything past Windows 7, it is not meant for, and it will constantly crash.
Okay.
I'll send you a list
to
of
know.
mods that I recommend.
You know what's funny is I actually played 3. I have played 3 on this and it has never crashed.
Really? Three is well, the 3 doesn't crash as much as New Vegas for me, but
Yep. 3 is before New Vegas.
this is the podcast now, chat.
This is the podcast. It's no
Look, I
longer
have 20
Minecraft.
bucks
It's
in my
Fallout.
account. I have
That-
20 bucks in my account until payday on Friday. Okay. I can do this.
That's it. Part 2 of the podcast is just going to be filmed from Fallout 76 while we fish.
Yes. All right. I got New Vegas and all of its stuff. Okay. There we go.
Nice.
Return to the store.
When
Boom.
when you start playing it, I want you to update me on your thoughts of the game.
All right. I will. All right. So for that, I just bought New Vegas. I'm rich. I got so many caps.
Nice.
Which popper's mine? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's mine. Okay.
So, to continue on,
burnout.
yeah. Anyway, I was gonna say to continue on with the podcast a little bit. I'm genuinely curious on this because I don't remember if I've ever talked to you about this, but I'm pretty sure we have.
Probably.
If you could add anything to Minecraft, what would it be?
Oh God. Yeah. Oh God. There's things I would take away from Minecraft too.
Like what? Like what?
Oh, phantoms.
How did I know that was gonna be it?
I wanted water mobs.
I
Yeah,
would love to see more water mobs.
absolutely agree. Like I
but
like the
not
new Nautilus.
drowned.
I do like the new Nautilus though.
Mhm.
Honestly, I would add craftable tables and chairs.
Yeah,
And that would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Like
Little
I would just take
furniture
the
update.
mods.
yeah.
Right? Like the like was it the farmer's mod or whatever it is.
Mhm.
what's super popular. I would take that. I would add that and be like, okay, you know what? We need more food. Melissa, I'm saying this for you. We need eggs. Okay.
Oh, we need eggs.
We need
Freaking
eggs.
eggs, dude.
It makes no sense
We
that we
need-
can't eat them.
We can build computers in Minecraft using redstone, but we can't boil an egg. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's the
You
thing.
know?
It's just like they're adding on, like, okay, I'm really on the fence with the new update, and here's why. It does
Okay.
not feel like Minecraft. Now, I know everybody's gonna be like, Minecraft is different for everybody. For me, it feels like Mojang and well, okay, let's be honest here. Microsoft,
Yeah.
okay, it's Microsoft now. But it feels like they've been really pushing more towards their bedrock and kind of leaving Java out to dry. Sure, Java can do mods, that's great, but
Mhm.
I just don't like the fact that they're just, it's really not the same Minecraft feel anymore for me. And I think that's also kind of what's making me not want to play as much too for the newer versions is, I mean, we've talked about it in the Discord a little bit. Like, I'm nonplussed by it. Like, cool, new blocks are always nice for colors and whatnot, right? I'm not going to say no to that. I like the fact that they add more stuff, but so many people like end update. I agree. The end does need to be redone a little bit, I think.
It needs some love.
It needs
It
some
does.
love. It like I
It
do
does.
understand the point of it being desolate, right? But it
Mhm.
does need something out there.
Give us a purple wood, man. I just want
Right?
a purple, like not like the magenta,
Like an actual purple
crimson,
wood.
but like purple, like a deep purple wood.
Like-
And I could see some sort of like purple, like tree of some sort in the end.
Yeah.
Right?
It would fit perfectly.
Or a dark blue one, actually.
Dark
Yeah,
blue
that
would
could be sick, yeah.
But see, there's things
But
like
yeah.
that. That's what I would do. I would add little tiny things that were like quality of life. This new weird slime that just like, okay, it's great for mini games, but aside from miniature golf and maybe like hit the target a couple times, what is it going to be used for? It doesn't feel like it's thought out. It's just like, okay, here's something to placate the masses. It can eat something, and
It's-
depending on what it eats, it goes flying farther when you hit it or shorter. Okay.
I was
Yes.
thinking about this earlier, and I could potentially see it getting used somehow with like redstone and stuff like that, because of like, imagine having like randomized timers or something set up, and like it being set up to be triggered by a pressure plate, but it's being triggered by that slime getting thrown around by a machine that's triggering certain things and whatnot. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I'm not sure
No,
how to
I think-
demonstrate it. But
Pick
I
it up
think
what you put down.
Yeah, but it's like not
it's not
the majority of players, I would say, are single player.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think the slime is really cool, and I think it's gonna come in handy for next season as far as like mini games and stuff like that. I think it's gonna be a blast to work with. But I can see the complaint as far as, okay, so what's single players gonna do with it?
And I
Exactly.
think part of that is because I think they want more people to get into multiplayer.
Well, yeah, because
Because-
they want more people to do it through Xbox or through
Well,
Windows.
that's what I was
where they
about
can
to
buy
say.
all the stuff from
Mhm.
the marketplace.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like I could see that
Yeah.
being a thing. As
Well,
as far as us as SMP people, I think it's an amazing thing, but I would never see myself using it at all in single player.
Right?
Yeah.
I would do that just to abuse them. Like if I was angry, I'd be like, okay, here's a block. Bam, there it goes.
Like,
my anger
okay,
out,
but
bam, again.
my question is like the only thing I would probably use it for, and that is if it does the thing that I'm hoping it does, is if it eats a piece of glowstone or a froglet or something.
And then it glows.
Will it glow?
I don't think
Because-
it will. I don't think they're going to be able to do that with the type of stuff they have, because they have to make a Java and Bedrock parity, right?
Yeah.
Now they're doing that by switching over to Vulkan a little bit, but it's still Java based.
Yeah.
And for light updates, that's one every tick. It creates a lot of issues now, like less issues
Yeah.
nowadays, definitely.
But I think it could be a thing
Mm.
that's potentially added with people that run mods, like with like shaders or like dynamic lighting mods or sodium or anything like that. Like, I feel like that could be a thing, but I don't see it being a default thing.
I mean, like, they're doing their own shaders, which is great. You know, like, that's cool. They're finally making some vanilla shaders for Bedrock. That's great.
Yeah.
I love that.
I did too.
Mhm.
If they make it available, like, do you remember back when Minecraft had the secret shader settings?
No.
No,
Okay,
I don't.
vanilla Minecraft. This is like maybe 1.7 era. Okay, listen to old Uncle Norm here talking about the old days. But so back then, when you would go into your video settings, there's this little button that said secret shader settings. You would click it; it would actually change the different visuals of how things looked. Some it would look like a CRT TV, or it had like different multicolors.
Oh wait, yes, I know what
Yes.
you're talking about.
I did not know
what
this
you're
was
talking about.
I did not know this was a thing until right now.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. There was like, I think there was like the colorblind version was thrown
Mhm.
in there as well.
Yep, they had a lot of different colored versions. None of them were like shaders, as what I would think of shaders today for the
It
public.
was more
right?
like a filter.
Yeah, but they had that stuff back then, and I think like right after that they came out with like the RTX stuff that could be used for the RTX shading on Windows
Yeah.
Bedrock, but they never did it for Java because I mean it's Java. We can mod the heck out of it and be happy.
Yeah.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like we still want the parity. We still want the stuff that's going on. So yeah. So adding something, I just kind of wanted to feel more like before Microsoft took over. I would add back notches. Like, okay, like we all know about Notch, right? I'm not promoting Notch, but what I would say is bring back the Notch style of Minecraft.
Okay.
That's what I want to see added. It's
Yeah.
like I want to see the ingenuity. I want to see not just Minecraft Live, but I want to see them like bring back the Minecons.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
know?
Yeah.
Bring it
I'd
back where
love a
people can
Minecon.
vote on mobs and can
Mhm.
vote on like new things. That's really I
It-
think
it
that's where
made
they're
the
going wrong.
It made the players feel more heard.
Mhm.
It did. And I think it's a big mistake what they did. Like, sure, do 2 Minecraft lives a week or a year. Sure. I get that. COVID changed a lot of things. Minecon would be so much bigger now.
Yeah.
So much bigger.
much bigger. Yeah.
I mean, the closest
I
you
would
get to
go to
Minecon is
Minecon.
TwitchCon. TwitchCon is like
Yeah.
the new Minecon, basically.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
But that's only if you're popular. Like, I mean, let's just face it here. With how and I'm not trying to be like crotchety old man. I'm like, oh, you can only be popular if you're popular before this time. And if you are lucky enough to quote unquote get good kid and join an already existing popular SMP like Hermitcraft, for example, because that's the main one that everybody talks about these days.
Mhm.
Like I know Minecraft is technically back, but it's not the same.
It's not.
It's not. But love to Minecraft. Love to Minecraft too. Love the guys. I love the fact that it's still going because I've watched. You know, even OMG Chad. Do you remember him?
Mhm.
OMG Chad used to do Minecraft tutorials and stuff way back when, and then he got put on Minecraft right before it had the downfall. So, but yeah, if you get lucky enough to be with those when you go to TwitchCon, then you'll have like a time as a content creator, like like that. But for people like myself, I don't think that'll ever happen. Well, I mean, I should say I've already been to conventions on the other stuff that I used to do, and I've given out signatures and had photos taken. So I've already done that. Not to brag, but
He's
I
like-
have.
He's like, I did my time.
Well,
Yeah.
look, my hotel room was paid for, my flight was paid for. I didn't have to spend a dime. The only thing that
Crazy
stopped me from continuing to do it because YouTube decided to demonetize that whole platform. I was making $3 to $4 grand a month off of just that.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's the
and
dream
that's
right
why
there.
right? But that's why I don't trust YouTube either. Is that YouTube has been they're using more AI, and so they can demonetize and strike your platform for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of strikes, like what I posted today, I copyright struck somebody today because they ripped
I
off
seen that.
my short of dumb things that villagers do.
I seen
And
that. I seen
yeah.
that. Crazy.
100% of my work used. Just nope. It's gone now. I decided to destroy it. And I probably
Don't
derailed the
hit
whole
the
thing
big
again.
red
haven't I?
button.
Yeah, I was like, just bam, nope.
All right.
Oh, finally. Oh God, yes.
All right.
here we go.
We are at an hour and 7 minutes, so this is probably where we should be getting ready to wrap up for part 1.
All right, hang on. Here's the ending for part 1. There once was a man named GnormPlays, and on SMP he did play. He's here with Lucky Lane and Melissa. Oh, me buddy boys, oh. Oh, Well, come and watch the show. Bye.
What the heck was that?
I don't know, but that was Norm.
Okay. Come back for
Hopefully
part
he'll
2.
be back for part 2.
Bye.
Bye.